Welcome again to Joe Stunner Boxing. Big Frazer Clarke, Big Frase himself, moves to 6-0, 5 KOs. Bogdan Dinu retires after 2 rounds with what he said was damaged ribs. Look, this was a very unsatisfactory ending. And to be honest with you, I'm nothing against Frazer Clarke, but his career doesn't seem to be picking up a great deal of momentum, and it seems very unsatisfactory so far. I mean, okay, he's 31 years of old, which isn't ancient for a heavyweight. But I was hoping he would have got a bit more on a roll. Dinu, 36 now, came in with 20 wins, 16 KOs, and 4 defeats. All 4 defeats were on stoppage. And that includes his last 2 fights. One was against Kevin Lerena, who gave Daniel Dubois all sorts of problems very briefly in their fight, almost knocked out Dubois. And prior to that, he did fight Dubois, Dinu did, and lasted only 2 rounds. Well, this time round, I mean, he's 6'5", he's 36. Again, not particularly ancient for a heavyweight, but he had no real ambition. He was strange, because for a round and a half, he looked all right. He looked like he was making efforts. And in fact, Frazer Clarke went back with a sort of slight cut, sort of between the eyes almost. And you're thinking, okay, this might get interesting. But Clarke, he's got 5 wins, 5 KO wins out of 6 wins, and I don't know, man. I just don't know about this guy. Prior to this, it was another retirement win, 4 rounds against Kevin Espindola. Then he had a 6-round workout with Kamil Sokolovsky, who's taken many a prospect the distance. But is he really a prospect, Clarke? I mean, nothing against the man. I want him to do well. But against Dinu, who sort of falls into that category of, well, I'll come here, I'll give it a couple of rounds and I'll see what happens, and no real ambition. I just think, Dubois got rid of him in two rounds by knocking him out. Imagine Joe Joyce against Dinu. What would he do to Dinu? Kubrat Pulev knocked out Dinu in 7 rounds. I mean, that was 3.5 years ago. Oh, that fat bastard Gerald Miller, as cheating as he is, cheating a prick as he is, he stopped him in 4 rounds. That was in 2018. So you would expect at this stage of his career, Dinu to be going out in a round or 2 on his back rather than on his stool against someone like Clarke, if Clarke has got what it takes. Now, of course, we're saying that Clarke we're kind of viewing it and being harsh on Clarke because he's a bronze medalist at the Olympics. And how far can he go? Is he going to be world title level? Is he going to be world class even? I've never seen any evidence that he is. I think he could be a good European level fighter. He can win the British title, Commonwealth, maybe the European, but I haven't seen anything that suggests he's world class. He could give world class fighters a decent row, but a world titleist, bearing in mind the current situation, I mean, those belts can go up in the air, so maybe he could pick one up. I don't know, but I've not seen anything that really convinces me. I mean, he was kind of boxing with Dinu for as long as it lasted, a couple of rounds. He threw a couple of good body punches, but Dinu, I don't know, maybe Dinu was hurt. Maybe he did damage a rib. There were a couple of very nice body punches in there, but you wouldn't expect a guy who's a real threat, who's come to actually win, who's come to put it all on the line, to leave it all in the ring, to go out on his stool after 2 rounds. And he walked back to the stool. It wasn't like he suffered a really bad knockdown and just about made it to his feet and then was retired on his stool. No. He got up. He wasn't on the floor. He went back to his stool, sat down and said no more. And in fact, his corner was saying, come on, you can fight on. And the referee came over and Dinu made it clear, I'm not interested. Nah, the jury is out with Frazer Clarke. And who do you get him to, who do you put him in with? He's had 6 fights now. He's supposedly a blue chip prospect, even though I think he should really be considered to be more than just a prospect. Who are you going to put him in with? Who can take him 10 rounds and give him a good row and make him learn something in the program? The amateurs are not the same as the pros. We all know that. I don't know. I can't think offhand who I'd put him in with. I suppose even at this stage of his ancient career, Kevin Johnson, they'll probably bring him over and he'll try and take Frazer a few rounds. But I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe domestic level. Maybe, I don't know. Who have we got? I mean, they're talking about putting him in with, is it Fabio Wardley? Yeah, that'd be all right. That'd be a decent enough fight. Yeah, Fabio Wardley. I'll go with that. Yeah. Anyway, what do you think of Frazer Clarke? Are you like me and you're a little bit sceptical, or do you think I'm being a little unfair on the guy? He has only had six fights. Maybe I'm being a little unfair. I don't know, but the jury's out for me. Leave your comments below. Tell me what you think. Thanks for listening in anyway, and subscribe if you're new. Hit the like button. Double jab. Catch you later then. Bye for now.